Hey everyone. All right, so in today's vlog, I want to talk about, I think the next series that I'm going to do, because I'm going through this myself, is a series on feminine energy. Now, in my own personal journey, and I think a lot of women, and it's because of societal suppression on the feminine. This is not, I am not a feminist. I just want to make that really, I just want to really put that out there. I am all for feminine rights, but I am not a feminist. And the reason I say that with such vigor is because I feel like the feminist movement has tipped, and it has been this way for a while, where it's become, I mean, there's a lot of positive. There's always, this is what happens in society. Women start marching and doing things, or even suppressed cultures will start doing things because there's a need for it, for equal rights. Absolutely. In time, sometimes there comes a point on the tipping scale, though, that it becomes a bit toxic. And I think that is almost what's happened with this whole feminine movement. So before I start getting hate for it, I just want to explain what I mean. What I mean by that is that there is way too many females. I would say like 90% of females now, even little girls growing up, I've noticed, are taking on male characteristics. Male characteristics are very yang. And what yang means is they're very action oriented. There's not a lot of love involved in them. They're just like hyper focused. They have a goal and they're going to get to their goal no matter what it takes. That is why in intimacy, when you have a male and female who get intimate together, the reason the male can detach is because back in the barbaric days when we were still kind of like animals and but we were turning into human form, males males were the ones that were the hunter and gatherers, right? Now, they became the hunters and gatherers because, oh, it's too much of a story. Anyways, I'm not going to go in there. But if you think about the hunter and gatherer, the male, the reason the female becomes more attached. So sorry, I'm digressing. What I'm trying to say is that when you have an intimate relationship with a man, the reason the man can actually turn around and walk away, and us females, we come from our heart chakra and we end up getting more attached to a male, is because it's innate in us. Even though we don't act our female characteristics and we don't act yin anymore in this male dominant society, because many females are trying to be that male, so they're trying to portray these male characteristics, which I did for so long. I did it. I was in it. I know it. And trust me, it's way better to come out and softer to come out the other side and express your femininity, your female characteristics. It's supposed to be expressed. It's within us. And when I say expressed, I don't mean give. No. What I mean when I'm talking about feminine energy is you take care of yourself first. I am saying so much, and I'm so sorry. I am so all over the place in this vlog. It's because I have, just in meditation, I have come to this huge, profound realization of the importance. I think my whole spiritual journey and this end now, it's not an end state, I'll always be learning, but my biggest learning lesson has been to embrace the feminine within me, embrace the feminine divine. So the reason that women will get more, we become attached when we give up, when we have sex with another man and the man can actually walk away, is because men are more left brain. So they're more, this is the goal, this is the precision. They don't precision, this is what I have to do. They're focused on something and they will act to go get it. No matter what gets in their ways, guys are gonna act. And yang is a very heated energy. It's a very hot. It's like almost like fire, right? Like they're just that action. So they can actually walk away from something. Whereas women, females, even though we're acting male because we're supposed to now in this society, we still are the nurturer. Inside of us, we come from our heart chakra. We are supposed to. We have a womb. We give birth. We raise. We feed the baby. We breastfeed the baby. We have this inside of us. You can cover it up as much as you want, and you can say, oh, you're going to do one night stands and you're going to do this and you're not going to be attached. Maybe if you can, comment below, let me know how you do it. But there is a form, some form. I'm not going to use the word attachment, but there will be some pull, more so within females than males, hands down. What else did I want to say? So I guess what I'd like to, I kind of digressed a lot in this vlog. Maybe I'll leave it at that, and I'll leave this at 6 minutes, 7 minutes or so, and just talk about the difference that in 2020, it sucks. Like, females are not only expected to go and work, possibly, mainly, most of the time, make as much as the male is, come home. Males are doing this more too. I do understand the dynamic of relationships is changing, and there is an equal balance in parenting, but the societal, but there are still some assumptions of what our role is. So even if we're going out and we're working and we're making as much as our partners, having the house clean, having dinner ready, raising the kids, making sure their homework is done, the female, I mean, I can almost guarantee you 80% of the time, 80% of the time, that role is left up to the woman to go in for report card day and make sure that the kids are doing well in their classes, talking to the teachers, going to conferences. I want to put money on it and say 80% of the time the women are taking that responsibility still in 2020. And where I'm saying that where we kind of screwed ourselves over with this whole feminist thing is that we're not only working as much as our male counterpart, we're also taking care of our home and our kids. And if you're in the dating world like I am, now when you go out, there's almost this expectation. Men expect you to pay for your meal. Men will expect or to go 50-50, and women do it. Women will say, oh, well, I'll just we'll go, what is it called, Dutch, where you just pay for your own meals. No, it doesn't work that way. I don't do that. Fuck that shit. I do enough work. I do enough, and I want my feminine energy to be acknowledged. I want a male, and this is just this is just where we are at now. I don't think that in the future, like 100 years down the road, I don't even know if people will be getting married. I think that love isn't as long-term as we think it is. Love is attachment. Love comes from the ego. That's a whole different complicated vlog that I will do. But for now, for the world that I live in, and especially for me now teaching feminine energy and experiencing it myself, I want a male. It's their job to hunt and to gather, and that's what I want. That is just an expectation of mine now, and I don't care if anybody thinks it's right or wrong. That is something that is important to me, and very clear. I have very clear boundaries around that. But we have screwed ourselves. You can't even blame the guys. It's now us. We're out of balance with this whole feminist thing. Anyways, if that sounded like a rant, it wasn't. It was just going through a lot of realizations. I'm very passionate about this subject, and I wanted to share it. I just turn on my camera and talk. I hope that made sense to somebody. And if it did, comment below. Let me know what you think. Love you guys so much.